What's up, good people? Welcome back to another episode of Undrafted Views. We're here. We talk sports from the sidelines. And today we're going to talk about the Los Angeles Clippers and answer the question, can the Los Angeles Clippers keep their top 6 spot in the West? Let's get into it.
The Los Angeles Clippers are smoking hot right now, riding a 7-game win streak. Oh my goodness, having won 8 of the last 10 games. But can they stay top 6 in the West?
Yes, as long as Paul George gets support.
I'm just saying.
That's just it. That's it. If the other players, i.e. Reggie Jackson, i.e. Eric Bledsoe, and as long as Batum continues to be a defensive genius and block and steal, they will be okay. But if they fall off in any way, no, absolutely not. Paul George, as phenomenal as he is playing, cannot do it by himself.
Nope.
That's it. So,
and that's it. Paul George is leading the team in points, assists, steals, and rebounds. Like, what? He cannot be the end all and everything for the Los Angeles Clippers.
No, I'm okay with him doing it in points, but he got to also do it in rebounds and assists. Come on now. Stop it.
I know. That's just ridiculous. I really want Coach Ty Lue to decide, should the shooting guard position belong to Eric Bledsoe, Terrence Mann, or Luke Kennard? He needs to decide. He said he's not going to make any changes to the starting lineup as long as Kawhi Leonard is out. But I don't know, Terrence Mann might be a better pick.
You think so? Yeah. I prefer Terrence Mann coming off the bench. No, I think Eric Bledsoe in the last game that he played kind of proved himself to be at the right spot. I just like what I see from him. He's now starting to put up double digits in points. It's just, I don't know. I think Eric Bledsoe is a perfect starter for this particular roster setup without Kawhi Leonard, of course. Luke Kennard and Terrence Mann can continue to come off the bench because we still need bench support, right? So, yeah, nah.
I don't know. Eric, to me, he hasn't really earned that starting spot. But when Kawhi comes back, I'm sure they will, take a deeper look at it and see.
And you think Terrence Mann and Luke Kennard has?
Well, Terrence Mann, we've seen him go off in Kawhi Leonard's absence. So it wouldn't be a bad look. They just signed him to a new deal. Why not?
Okay. If we had to get the young bull in there, I guess it'd be okay. But you know what? At the end of the day, whenever you get in, help Paul George. That's just,
please.
I don't know. There's nothing else for me to say. Now, I am glad to see that Reggie Jackson is becoming more consistent. He's actually improved in his percentage in field goals, which is really good from the start of the season till now. So I think he's finally starting to get his rhythm, being more reliable, I think. Yeah. And so if Reggie Jackson can be what he was late last season, and he can show up now with that, it'll be a great support secondary player for Paul George while Kawhi is out. So yeah. Come on, welcome home, welcome back, Reggie.
Welcome back, Reggie. Yeah, he's playing decent, right? Averaging 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists.
Yes,
that's a nice sidekick,
and that's what Paul George needs. I'm going to say Paul George throughout this whole video because we're talking about the Los Angeles Clippers, and the Los Angeles Clippers are where they are today because of him. So
absolutely.
Get ready,
now,
Paul George.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Big Zoo in the middle, right? 10.7 rebounds. But how are you going to let Paul George average more rebounds than the center?
This is my point. That's what I'm saying, right? How can Paul George be the leader in all categories? Doesn't make sense. Stop doing that to him. But you know what though? That Isaiah dude.
Oh.
Okay. Let me see a little bit more of him. Now, Big Zoo.
Careful.
Be careful. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't see Ty Lue having a problem.
No.
At all. And I'm not mad at Isaiah right now.
Yeah. Now, another person who's been out of the lineup, who was ineffective on his first 2 games back, was Serge Ibaka.
Yeah.
I'm going to need him and his back in the lineup. I'm going to need Serge Ibaka back. I know he volunteered to go down to the G League, which was very surprising for an NBA vet. But I need him back in the Clippers lineup.
Yeah, so if him going down to, I won't say down, if him going to the G League is going to give him the time he needs to get his stamina back and get his skill level back up, I'm okay with it. At least he's on. At least he is aware of himself to say, you know what, y'all, I ain't gonna even put this product out there for you. I'm not gonna even put the product out there. That'd be a detriment to my whole value. Let me go on over here to the G League. Let me just get back. I've been out for almost a whole year. My back surgery. We're not talking about a little thumb back, like So if the G League can help him during his active recovery, because that's exactly what this is. You want G League has to be an active recovery, right? I'm okay with it, and I'm glad he had awareness to be able to either initiate that or accept it. However way it made him go to the G League, I'm glad he did it. But I'm gonna need for that to be quick.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you until December to start back in your starting role or back on the bench or whatever, in the with the Clippers. But your G League assignment, I'm cool with it. Also, Brandon Boston.
Yeah, he went. Yeah.
And I'm cool. Again, I would rather you do that than if you to sit on the bench and not get any movement and not get any practice. So kudos to them, Serge Ibaka for sure, because he is a championship player. So I'm okay with that. He recognized that I need more time, and I'm not going to try to get myself together during these games when the Clippers need more. And so I'm not putting that product out there. Thank you, Serge. Hurry back.
Yeah. Now, should Kawhi Leonard also go to the G League to get his active recovery?
No, not at all. Not at all. Nope.
I know he won't do it. He's not going to volunteer for that. He's not that kind of player.
No, and he didn't have a back surgery. Something about a back surgery seems, all surgeries are really tough. I don't want to, say one is, and everybody's body heals differently, and I understand all of that. But Kawhi Leonard, no. Kawhi Leonard, are you doing all right? Come on back. But you know what, though, right now, take your time, because Paul George got it.
Yeah, Paul George. It's nice to see him finally. I mean, get back to the old PG from Indiana. I mean, he turned back the clock.
He is actually, I think I read somewhere, 4th in the MVP running right now, and rightfully so. Yeah. I mean, if you're carrying a whole team on your back, why wouldn't you be? Like, what?
Yes, it's too much. I worry that the Clippers are kind of wearing him down, because if he ever goes out,
done.
And first of all, this type of basketball where he's the end all be all for the Clippers is not going to work in the playoffs.
It's not sustainable.
It's not going to work.
No,
so they need to get ready for other players to step up and have a larger role right now, because you cannot take this brand of basketball to the playoffs. No,
you can't take this brand of basketball post All-Star. It's not going to happen. Don't do Paul George like that. He's too valuable to your roster for him to be burnt out come February. I'm just
right.
It's not going to work. And then your aspirations of being in the postseason will be wasted. Don't do that.
Wasted. All right, let's talk about the future games coming up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Chicago Bulls are playing fantastic right now. Okay. Woo! How do you see them faring with the Bulls?
You know what? The Bulls are coming off of a horrible loss to the Warriors. I don't know if horrible is the right thing. I just think they were going to lose anyway. But they're coming off a loss to the Warriors before they played the Clippers, and so that's going to be a really great matchup. I think those teams are compatible, and I don't know about that one. I'm gonna have to watch the game. I can't even predict it, to be honest.
Yeah, me either. But it should be good. It should be definitely competitive.
Yes,
and what we've been waiting to see, because it's kind of like it'll be like a benchmark for the Clippers season to see how they can compete against a team that's jamming in the Eastern Conference.
Oh my goodness, yes. And even without Nikola Vucevic, even without him.
Yeah, okay. And then the San Antonio Spurs, I think the Clippers can definitely beat them, and I don't think they're competition in the Western Conference. But the Grizzlies though. Now, Ja Morant in the Grizzlies, I'm saying Desmond Bane is on the come up. Dylan Brooks should be coming back. I think he played. He's getting his feet wet. But you cannot sleep on the Grizzlies, because even with the large lead, they do not give up. They will come back and surprise you.
Okay. I can support that. Absolutely. Yeah. I just know that the Grizzlies have lost, I want to say, the last few games that they've played.
Yeah. So they're hungry.
Yeah, exactly. And they may be eaten against the Clippers. So yeah, no, I'm cool with that. We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next two are against the New Orleans Pelicans, which is, scrimmage, and then the Dallas Mavericks, who are top 6 in the Western Conference.
Yeah, as well. Yes. And I know that the Clippers usually give the Dallas Mavericks, with Kawhi, of course, a run for their money. So it can go either way. What I'm saying, it's hard for me to predict with the Clippers because the team that they play against, I think, are great matches. And so the games can go anyway. Now, if they were playing against the Warriors, I say, okay, well, Clippers just chuck this off as a loss.
Hey.
I can't say that with the other teams. And so I think those teams will be those games will be very competitive. And it's hard for me to predict, what that would be. So,
Well, I have the Clippers going 3-2 on the next 5.
3-2.
Yeah. I have them beating the Spurs, the Pels, and the Mavs because, the Clippers give the Mavs fits. I know I'm pretty comfortable that the Chicago Bulls could potentially win in the fourth quarter, a very close game. And then the Grizzlies, because I think the Clippers will take their foot off the gas and Ja Morant and those Grizzlies will come back and do a sneak attack and win the game.
Yeah, I have winning against the Bulls, winning against the Spurs, and winning against the Pelicans. So I have the Mavs and the Grizzlies to be a loss against the Clippers will lose those 2 games. That's what I have.
Okay.
So I believe that the Grizzlies can give them fits. I agree, just in the same reason that you said. And something about Luka with the ball at the end of the game can disrupt your whole your whole celebration. So I don't know. We'll have to see. So I have the Grizzlies and the Mavs being victorious against the Clippers in the next 5. So we'll see.
Okay. I'm telling you, if they can get a solid defender on PG, the Clippers will not be successful.
They will not. And if the teams were smart, they would do just that. They would do just that. And you want to win against the Clippers? Stop Paul George.
Yeah, shut him down.
The game is over. So,
all right, you guys, we're going to wrap up this episode on the Los Angeles Clippers. Make sure you drop down in the comments and let us know if the Clippers can hang on to a top 6 spot in the Western Conference. Thank you all for watching. We will see you on the next one. But until then,
peace.
Peace, y'all.